the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park. And now here's the starter for the American League, Tarik Skubal. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late. In and at bat.
Here's over to Guerrero. What a play. Marte in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Ball. And that one inside and it hit him. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Ball.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knob. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. No runs. Digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one fouled off. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A gigantic blast.
The big bat's coming up and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Close, but call the ball. Ball 2. That one missed. There's a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. It's Aaron Judge now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Hits the top of the wall. Vladdy coming around third. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
He's trying for third. Pitch in for a strike. High throw, and he's safe with a stolen base.
Well, high throw just adds a fraction of a second from catching the ball to putting the tag down on the runner. Hard to say for sure if a good throw gets him, but as soon as that one took off from the catcher's hand, there wasn't much of a chance.
Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. They put the tag on him. One out man at first. Here's Byron Buxton. This one in the air. Freeman under it. And there are two down. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. Ground ball left side, handled by Machado, and that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, second inning set to go, and up to the plate is Will Smith. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boo. The player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, Brent Rooker digs in now. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases, and it gets by him. Round second, taking for third. The relay throw, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall. Runner from third in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Gets it to first. One pitch and one out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Chisholm swings through it for strike one. And the runner's coming home. Fought off foul. Now he steps off as the runner breaks for the plate. Tag at third, out. He can't scramble back. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. That one way inside. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One and two here. Lifted in the air. Left field. Pretty well struck. And the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, top half of the third inning. We see Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. Oh, that one almost gets him again. His teammates are not happy. They're barking from the third. And look out. That one gets him. The second Manning's plunked in this one. He's probably going to get tossed here. The home plate umpire is out, and yes, he's been ejected.
Well, he must have known he was getting thrown out after a warning had already been issued, and there's no question this decision.
Jacob deGrom takes over on the mound.
Power slider guy there. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up. The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball. Something that stands out about Freeman, Boog, is how well he takes care of himself. He admits he wasn't focused on his health early in his career, but now he's eating and working out the right way, which hopefully extends his career a few seasons.
Got him. One away. One out man at first. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And a foul ball.
It makes sense Harper wants to participate, especially after he missed the 2023 World Baseball Classic, rehabbing for Tommy John surgery. He really wants to represent the U.S. at the highest level.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
This one in the air, center field. Buxton has a beat on it, and that'll do it. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1.
No, that's low. Ball.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong moving under this one. 2 down. Runner on the go. Oh, great stop to first. And they get the out. Back here in Philadelphia. Start of the fourth. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Just missed.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Ball one there. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-1 on the ground, foul. And that's just foul.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Liner caught it second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 down, nobody on. Line drive, knocks it down.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Swings through that one for strike 1. And there's a fly ball deep right field, carrying well. And that one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. Lindor takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Lindor swings through that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air to left center. Rooker gets under it. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go, bottom 4.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Lifted in the air, right center field. He's got it, and there's one away. Brent Rooker now at the plate. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. 0-1. Next offering is down low. On the ground to third. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Acuna moving under it. And there's 2 away. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Junior Caminero, the next to hit. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rooker coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. Not in time. He's got a double. Swing and the ball hammered. Left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Throws to second.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that.
Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone.
That's the exact definition of hitting the.
So 2 down. Here's Judge now. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this. Back at Citizens Bank Park, stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong. Way inside, gets out of the way. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. That's probably the last pitch he's going to throw. Here comes the umpire, and he's out of here.
Yeah, Boog.
Now on the bump, Garrett Crochet.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one misses, and 1-1. Chisholm. Wide throw, and it gets away. Now 2nd and 3rd, and nobody out. Here's Acuna. Two in scoring position, nobody out, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Two. Stays alive. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And he comes in to score the wild pitch. Schwarber, the lone runner, stands at 3rd with nobody out. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Judge should have this one. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from 3rd. To the plate. Save! And it's 8-4. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that's a 1-out single. And he'll pull into 2nd safely.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Challenge from behind the dish here, and it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
1 out and a runner at 2nd. Swings through that one for strike 2. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Here comes Manny Machado.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
And that one pulled foul.
Nope, ball.
Runner at 2nd, 2 down. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And that's outside. And the count's full. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Inside, and he hit him. And now the bases are loaded. And now a very big at-bat for Kyle Tucker.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Byron Buxton. And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue.
Buxton on the run. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Now the left fielder, Brent Rooker. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Wheeler also throwing. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And the 0-2. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. And the lead is up to 5. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. Quick move to first. Rooker back in on a dive. Man at first, one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That one lifted to left. Acuna settles underneath it. And there are 2 outs. Junior Caminero digs in now. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead.
Runner goes again. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage.
Ball, that's up.
Inside, almost got him. New pitcher now, Hunter Brown. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. That one misses. Ball 3. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Way inside, and that hit him. Max Fried comes on now. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Schwarber swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Inside, ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
First and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
That missed, that's the ball.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2 on, 1 out.
That's the ball.
That one off the mark. And that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Just off the outside edge. Outside ball 4. He walked him, and they are loaded.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time at second to double him off. Great hustle to get back.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice play.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Another comes in to score. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they clear the bases, and they cut the lead to 2.
Hey, we've got a ball game again. That was huge. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Freeman in to score, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. And another big at bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. On the ground to the left. Throw goes to second. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. So here's Kyle Tucker now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Wheeler.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Strike 2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. That's to third. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, the tag, and they cut him down going for 2. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game. And that one hammered. Adios, Peralta. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Webb, a 6'2" righty, 220 pounds, and he won a Gold Glove in 2025. Next pitch inside. Ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. So up next, Byron Buxton, 1 for 3. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off, Francisco Lindor.
Ball high.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Out towards right center field. 1 up, 1 down. The other way. And that gets down for a base hit. And a man aboard. Back to the top of the order now. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Over to first, and he's safe.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Outside with a breaking ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Base hit right field.
Here comes the runner.
He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
These hitters are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, and they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
That's a really good take.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really big.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Line drive, speared it. First, Freeman takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
He got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. Adios, Peralta. Some history. Chris, you in for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of say they did that in the first and third period. Well, there's no doubt he knew what was at stake as he dug in, and who knows if he actually tried for it there, but either way, he delivered. Man, that cycle is just so rare, but always so special to see, and especially when he finishes with a home run. That was awesome.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the seventh. Way out front for strike two. Well struck right field. And that one hops the wall. Around second now, going for three. Hung up in a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number two. Check swing went around. Strike one. Hard hit, knocks it down. Machado throws to first in time. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the eighth. Here's Manny Machado.
That's the ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Manny Machado leaves the yard.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like? Saying, you remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Here's a 2-2. And that one hammered. But that's a foul ball. Swang and a ball drilled in the air to center. Buxton under this one. 2 down. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. And now it's filled up for Armstrong. Waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now. Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. And that is that. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So now a pinch hitter, Jonathan Aranda. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Quick toss to first, and he's back in there.
That's a foul ball.
The 0-1. Runner takes off. Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So now with one away and a man at second. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Adios. Peralta. And he's gone yard again. That's his third. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And the 0-1. Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. One down. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. High fly ball out to center field. And there's two down. In the air, left field. Acuna on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Carlos Estevez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Foul ball. So we get an intentional walk with no outs in the inning. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. First and second, no outs. Ketel Marte, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here comes a skip. Aroldis Chapman gets the call from the pen.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. One runs in.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
2 on, 1 out. And it's fouled away. Not close with that one. Ball one. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Buxton under it. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And now it's 15-12. So they're down to their final out. Will Smith to the plate.
That's a really good take right there.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. He's already homered here in this one.
Don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's in there. Strike one. They're down to their final strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Tying run at the plate. A very surprising intentional walk here for the dugout. That loads the bases. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. The 1-0. Pitch gets away. But all the runners hold. And another ball.
Bases loaded here. If he walks them, probably not the worst thing, because the alternative could be a grand slam.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. 2 outs, bases full. James Wood will hit next.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Another miss, 8 straight outside the strike zone.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. Not even close there. Ball 1. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to...
Oh, he hit him! And that brings home a run. So Josh Hader gets the call to mound. And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. Caminero. They take the force out. They miss a big chance. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Freddie Peralta. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that's strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Up the middle, dives, but it's off his glove. And that's an infield single. Despite a great effort at shortstop.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate.
So a change being made at first base. The AL bringing on a pinch runner, Jeremy Pena. A little more speed on the base paths now as he's the potential winning run. Runner on the go. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off. Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going.
Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. And the winning run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan.
Out towards right center field. Wood has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Laser to the gap should score the run.